Hi, I'm Matt from ColorSpec, where achieving professional quality results at home is as easy as 1, 2, 3. That's prepare, paint, finish. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use ColorSpec Body Filler Lightweight. I'll be including loads of hints and tips so that competent DIYers can complete simple auto body repairs to a professional standard at home. ColorSpec Body Filler Lightweight is a premium quality filler. It's fast drying, has high adhesion, and is easy to sand. By combining this fantastic filler with ColorSpec's easy 3-step refinish paint system, and your repair will look like it was done by a professional body shop. Start the repair by removing the paint from the damaged area with a 40 to 80 grit sanding disc. Be thorough, sand away all the paint and undercoat from within the pits of the damaged area. Sand until the bare metal extends 30 to 50 mm past the repair area. Blow off the dust and treat any surface rust with rust converter. Clean the surface with wax and grease remover. Here you want to wipe it on with a clean cotton cloth before giving it a final wipe with a second dry cloth. Be sure to clean well past the repair area. Place desired amount of filler onto a clean mixing board that's free of crud and old filler. Knead harden tube before use to ensure it's properly mixed. Mix ratio is 50 to 1, which is 2% by weight, or approximately a pea-size amount of hardener to a golf ball size amount of filler. A pro tip for mixing small amounts of filler is to place the hardener next to the filler. This not only makes it easier to dispense small amounts of hardener, it also stops the hardener from becoming contaminated. We're mixing on disposable sheets. However, anything flat and non-absorbent will do the trick, just not cardboard. Thoroughly mix the hardener using a folding and flattening action. Ensure all the filler is folded inwards, as any filler not mixed with hardener will fail. Scooping it all up and spreading it out again will expose any filler that hasn't been properly mixed. When mixed to the correct ratio, the filler will match the colour of the applicator. Ensure the surface is completely dry before application. Use an applicator to apply the filler. The 500 gram and 1 kilo cans of ColorSpec body filler are supplied with an applicator. On initial application, use reasonably firm pressure. This forces all the air out and makes the filler grab the surface, which dramatically improves adhesion. Reduce the pressure on subsequent passes to build up the thickness. However, do not apply filler any thicker than 3 mm at a time. Use the applicator to get the surface as smooth as possible, as there's no need to create more sanding or mess than is necessary. The applicator is flexible, so that you can apply filler in a contour. This also saves a heap of sanding time. Remove the excess from the edges. This again cuts sanding time and mess. Build up the area slightly higher than the surrounding surface to allow the filler to be sanded flat. Approximate work time is 6 to 8 minutes at 20 degrees Celsius, when mixed to the correct ratio. Once it starts to kick or harden, stop applying the filler, and resist the temptation to give it one last sweep. Don't touch it, you'll only wreck it. While waiting for the filler to harden, clean your applicator so it can be reused again and again. The filler takes approximately 20 minutes to harden. Do not attempt to sand before it hardens. Rough sand hardened filler to the desired contour with 80 grit. Always use a sanding block, board or form. This will keep the surface perfectly flat and free of ruts, ridges and ripples. If you're sanding a curve, flexible sanding blocks and forms are available. As the shape gets close, swap to finer 120 grit sandpaper and begin to feather out the edges. Use a crosshatch sanding pattern. This helps tremendously in creating a flat, smooth finish. After sanding, feel the surface with the palm of your hand. It needs to be perfectly flat and free of ruts, ridges and ripples. Unsanded areas are low spots and will need more filler, while high spots will need to be gently tapped down. Often a second, and sometimes even a third skim will be necessary to get it right. Adding a guide coat will help to identify problem areas. Black aerosol works great, but any dark colour will do. After getting the repair smooth and flat using 120, switch to 240 grit to begin feathering the paint edges. From there, go to 320 grit for final feathering and to eliminate previous sanding scratches. Painting is an unforgiving process, with the final finish magnifying any underlying imperfections. This means the repair area and paint edges need to be sanded to a very high standard, with 0 lumps or bumps. You also need to scuff the surrounding paint 5 to 10 centimeters beyond the edge of the repair, as neither primer nor base coat will bond to shiny paint. This can be done using a grey scouring pad or 320 grit dry paper. With all sanding completed, blow off the dust and clean the entire area again with wax and grease remover. You're now ready for primer. Don't rush, take your time, and carefully follow ColorSpec's easy 3-step process: prepare, paint, finish. And there's no reason you can't achieve a full-on professional result. That's because ColorSpec is a professional-grade automotive refinish paint system, capable of delivering a factory-like finish that will maintain its good looks for years to come. We highly recommend you watch our helpful how-to videos covering prepare, paint and finish before tackling those steps. It's very important you only use ColorSpec primers, base coat colours and clear coats, as mixing brands voids the warranty, as it often compromises adhesion and longevity. Before leaving the store, be sure to grab everything needed to complete the job. There's a handy shopping list in the back of the ColorSpec brochure. ColorSpec is available exclusively at Supercheap Auto. If you have any issues, you can call the ColorSpec tech line, or there's live chat on the website during business hours.